What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. Tomorrow, the Dallas Cowboys get back on the field for the first practice of the week. They got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to figure out what they're going to do against the Green Bay Packers. And there's calls for people to fire Matt Everfuss. Fire that guy, man. He's on the hot seat already. Here's the thing. We made it through a whole season of Mike Nolan. We're in a similar situation. Jerry Jones is not going to fire him during the middle of the season. Here's what you have to understand. The die is cast. Here's the problem of not having people in and bringing people in at this point. Like I just said, they get back on the practice field tomorrow. Between now and the rest of the season, I believe you can only have 8 more padded practices. You have to have all your padded practices done by week 11. You get 11 padded practices. 11. That's it. You don't have time to bring in people and coach them up to what you're doing. You don't have time to now go ahead and say, well, this scheme, they didn't learn it. And they had all off-season, OTAs, training camp, all the installs, right? If they couldn't learn that, how is it that you're going to fire this guy and start all over at this point? So your answers have to come from within. Shotty said yesterday, we're going to make some changes. And if I'm looking at it right now, I'm clearing the bench. I'm clearing the bench. I'm sending some people down. I can lose. Hey, if I can lose with you, I can lose without you. Send a message. Give some people some opportunities to say, this is maybe my do or die time in the NFL. That here's my chance, my one shot, my one opportunity. And you're going to need to change some things up. Now, we've got this whole thing that Dak sucks, man. Dak Prescott. I believe Dak Prescott is number 2 right now as far as rating. Chase Daniels, who does great breakdowns and stuff, is looking at it. And he's saying, contrary to popular belief, that Dak Prescott had a bad game. But when you lose possibly one of your best offensive linemen, actually your second starting offensive lineman, and you lose your number 1 wide receiver, and your defense can't hold anything, can't stop anything, and you become one-dimensional, you're not going to have great results. Now here's my thought, because giving people opportunities. We got CeeDee Lamb is hurt for the next 3-4 weeks. Maybe he goes on IR, maybe he doesn't. Either way, he's not going to be here this weekend for Green Bay. He's not going to be here for probably the Jets. So you have time without him. And you know what you've got with your other receivers, okay? Maybe try something different. Now, here was my thing was the Cowboys need to run the football more. And the reason why they need to run the football more is to slow down the games, eat up the clock, and keep the defense off the field. Okay, so hear me out. With CeeDee Lamb gone, maybe this is the opportunity for Jaden Blue. Jaden Blue in Texas last year lined up in the slot more than any other running back in college. I don't know what's going on where they keep saying they need consistency, which is code words for you're not learning the system. we heard rumors about him being lazy. Well, here's your chance. Because if you put him in the slot, being a running back who's very, very fast, that's almost like elongated handoffs. If you're hitting it, he's got fresh legs. If Dak hits him, quick slant. It's like elongated running play. He's got speed. If you end up using Javonte Williams and you pound the rock, what you're doing with this is you're neutralizing what Micah Parsons can do. You're going to slow down the rush. If you get Jaden Blue going across the middle and he's tackled in bounds, the clock keeps running. You keep moving the chains. And now, linebackers are worried about this guy coming across more and then getting hit by Javonte Williams. Maybe use more 12 personnel, 2 tight end sets. You're going to need to mix some things up and do some things different and give some different looks to try and figure out how to make a win. Cowboys aren't good enough to just line up and say, Imano, we're just going to beat you straight up. We're going to have to disguise shit. We're going to have to do some trickery. We're going to have to shake up the roster. And maybe you'll have a different result. Our defense right now, it's in hell. It stinks. It's terrible. You got nowhere to go but up. You got Deron Bland might be back this week. That'll help. I think Diggs maybe needs to be sat down because what he's doing right now, knees swelling up, he's not ready to go. And putting him out there and saying, go, it ain't helping us any. He's got to heal up. Try some of these young guys. Dudes, we've given up more big plays than anybody else. How much worse can it get? There's only so much time in a game for a team to mollywop you. So that would be my thing. Maybe Jaden Blue becomes another weapon for Dak Prescott. Back here at the Red Brick House. I always love being here at the Red Brick House. Got some work to do. Got a Cape Cod house that has, I don't know if you've been to Cape Cod houses, but Cape Cod houses are very simplistic house. This one's had some additions put onto it, but it's almost like 1.5 stories. So you got the main floor, which is nice size, and then you've got the real steep roof, and usually you have space upstairs. Well, that's what we have. We have a 40-foot long space that has a half bathroom up there that I need to put a shower in and put like a little mini kitchenette in there. So it's like a mother-in-law suite or a guest suite thing. So I've got to work on getting that squared away and done. So I've got a lot of work to do. And then of course I've got the Dan Salio show tomorrow, where I'll just get laughed at. And I don't know why I do this stuff because it ain't like I get paid for it or anything. But it is what it is. Alrighty, good people. As always, I appreciate you guys, and remember, tell the people you love how much you love them, because you might not get the chance again. Oh, one other thing too. I had my colonoscopy last week. I haven't gotten the results from that yet, but some of you who follow along about my health and stuff, after my dad died, I went through a bit of depression and things, and my blood pressure literally went through the roof. And I'm concerned about my blood pressure with the Dallas Cowboys being as bad as they are. For the first time, I've been put on blood pressure meds, and they didn't really work well for me, and I really didn't feel like myself. One thing that I started doing, because I just love them, is my mom makes pickled beets that are to die for. And I started eating a bunch of pickled beets, and I found out that they're full of nitrous oxide, I think it is, which is supposedly good for your heart and your pressure. And what I've found is when I eat a lot of beets, one, you're pissing red, because literally it's red. But two, my blood pressure seems to be lower. So I actually made like 6 quarts of pickled beets this evening. And I'm going to put the video up on Jobu's Day Job, the cooking recipes that I have on there. And I'll put it also on my cooking channel if you want to try it. And I'm going to make an effort to make sure I eat about a cup of beets a day and see where my blood pressure goes, see if that's what the change was. There's so many, you go to the doctor's always ready to say, take this pill, take that pill. Oh, you're taking those pills, so you need to take this pill to counteract the side effects of this pill. And before you know it, you've got all these damn pills and all the money that it costs taking all these pills and things. And then you find out that there's all these different side effects and things like that. So if there's something I can do, and staying active is one of them, and eating things that are better for you, I'd rather do that. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. And knowing that I've got 60 around the corner, I ain't got much time to figure it out and start taking care of myself, because time's getting short. So remember, tell the people you love how much you love them. You might not get the chance again, people. And I love you all. Have a good night.